Ladies and gentlemen, we are at war. We are at war, and we are at war with not anyone particularly interesting. In fact, they are, the Redhead Productions B team. Not directly, we're not directly associated with them. We would never be directly associated with such scum. However, that is essentially what they are, because if you haven't seen already on Instagram, you would have seen a few posts. They've already been milking the situation as you'd expect. Another production company, the Media Munchkin Production Network, definitely not a similar name, announced themselves not long after we announced ourselves, funnily enough. I'll get onto that later. They have decided to challenge us with their... they don't even have half as many followers as us, which we'll gloss over that small detail. And we'll also go into the fact of why this has annoyed me so. If you remember, a few weeks ago, we advertised and announced a very big announcement, and we actually filmed a music video a few weeks ago for artists of Redhead music, expanded Redhead Productions into the music industry. And just to clarify, we'd been working on that for many, many months. Okay, we make that announcement, and 2 weeks later, I walk into the same room that these people are sat in, and the Media Munchkins, which is an amazing name, are sat across trying to film a mukbang video, or even though it's the most disorganised piece of crap I've ever seen in my entire life, they can't hold together a fucking sandwich, never, let alone any sort of production, and then make an announcement to the camera that they are doing their own record label. 2 weeks after we announce our label, they announce theirs. Do I need to go any further? They're also doing a podcast. They're also doing a music video. They're also, like I said, they're also doing music. They're essentially copying the entire format of Redhead Productions. And let's, for a moment, actually delve into the actual part of the company, and we'll just put aside for a moment how pathetic it is that they can't even come up with something original. They just have to copy what they're seeing others on other sides of the room, just copy everyone else. Can't actually, too pathetic and too unintelligent to come up with their own original idea. And let's look at this clip. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call that a pretty disorganised company. I mean, we here at Redhead Productions actually have some sort of civilness, some sort of decorum, some sort of class. We don't copy other people. We don't beat up our employees. We're not abusive. We don't make brass statements that like we've come up with some sort of absolutely original idea that's never been heard of before, even though it was literally just done 2-3 weeks earlier. First of all, we do it better. Quite frankly, we do it better. The promotion and the media on there is an absolute mess. Their YouTube channels and their TikToks aren't linked. I looked on their Instagram, couldn't find anything related to TikTok. They just posted on there saying that their video had been deleted. I mean, they got it back, fair play, after an appeal, but we've never had to appeal one of our videos because we actually keep them to community guidelines. There you go. So they're very disorganised, very dysfunctional. We are overstaffed. We have more staff than them. We have more people than them. We have more artists. We have more actors. We begin filming our first film, proper film with proper cameras, proper equipment. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, let's also delve deep into the actual Instagram page that this is on. Now, if you look on the Redhead Productions page, you see very detailed promotions and clips of the actual content. But going back to the fact that they can't actually produce anything original, every single clip that they've put on there is just screen recordings and crappy screen recordings of other videos pieced on top of each other that are videos that are, quite frankly, abhorrent. Abuse to the ears and eyes. Don't actually put any clips from their YouTube videos. They made a YouTube announcement saying that their YouTube video was up. Didn't put a clip of the YouTube video up. Put a clip of some person fiddling with some slime, and then a video that absolutely abused my ears and nearly made them bleed. And I wasn't talking about whenever one of them speaks. I was talking about the actual video, because it was just pure bloody noise. It sounded like a train was driving over my earlobes. It was horrible. So, quite frankly, did not make me want to watch the video, and we'll see that because it'll probably get about 4 views. Either way, I get a bit digressed here. I just find it, quite frankly, pathetic that they can't come up with anything original. The way they execute their productions and the way they execute their promotions and publications is abhorrent, atrocious, and quite frankly laughable. I don't understand how someone could actually call themselves a production network when all they're producing is a pile of shite. Furthermore, I had a stare down with the big, scary media munchkin, and he couldn't stop laughing. Like, I was staring him down like a proper boxing stare down that you see. He couldn't stop giggling. Couldn't contain his nerves. It was quite frankly, again, laughable. So there we go. That's all I have to say on the matter. They said in their post, let the best production company win. And we know who the best production company is, so it's clear who's going to win.